Your preliminary task, what do you feel that you've learned in the progression from it to the full product?
Looking back at our prelim task in comparison to our opening sequence, we have outlined many differences and similarities. By filming our own opening sequence, we have learned a lot more about the importance of media and scene, camera angles, lighting, sound, characterisation, ideology and editing.
We discovered many issues during the filming, development and editing of our prelim task. One of the main issues we had was getting all the footage into one small clip, whereas we were not restricted whilst filming our opening sequence. This allowed us to explore a variety of ways to film in an effective way to aid our storyline and genre. Another issue that we had whilst filming our prelim was the shaking and blurring of footage. This was due to filming on a handheld camera. To overcome this, during the filming of our coursework, the media department lent us the more up-to-date equipment, such as a tripod and video camera. This allowed us to gain more detail, focus and clearer footage to add to our opening sequence. The final issue with our prelim task was not completely understanding the software we needed to use to edit our prelim task. Therefore, we started editing and we were unaware of the different effects and sounds we could use and how to place them correctly and efficiently in our work.
The camera angles we used throughout our prelim task were the 180-degree angle, low camera angle and a tracking shot. We developed these ideas to use in our opening sequence, but in a more diverse and varied way. We also decided to add some more shots to enable our opening sequence to look more realistic, interesting and effective. The camera angles we then went on to use in our opening sequence were the 180-degree angle, the mid shot, tracking shot, establishing shot, long shot, low camera angle, first person bird's eye view, over the shoulder shot, head shot, close up, high angle and extreme long shot. As you can tell, we've used a wider variety of camera angles within our opening sequence. This shows how much we have learnt in comparison to our prelim task.
In our prelim task, we both used outdoor and indoor lighting, as we couldn't think of any different lighting we could use. We then used the same in our opening sequence. However, we have a clearer understanding of lighting now than we did before, and we now understand how it can aid a cinematic film to conform to its audience and genre. We used a varied amount of different sounds in our prelim task, ranging from natural to effectual sounds. The natural sounds we used were the dialogue, the typing, putting the phone down, and the footsteps walking. The sound effects we used were the birds and the footsteps. A problem with our sound throughout our prelim was that the background noise could be heard and was distracting as it was louder than some of the dialogue. When we filmed our opening sequence, we overcame this by recording on microphones and then post-producing it over the top. This cancelled out any unnecessary background noise. In our opening sequence, the sounds we used were natural sounds for the car door, post-produced sounds for the humming, dialogue and gasp, sound effects for a trinket box, whispering and breathing, and then the music we used was the I Can't Stop soundtrack whilst he was in the car. We also used the Film 4 soundtrack at the beginning of our opening sequence. We feel we have developed our knowledge of sound and how it is used to create a better and more engaging opening sequence.
Since filming our prelim tasks, we have changed the way we have presented and viewed our characters. We have put a lot more effort, money and time into designing and the creation of our characters and presenting their ideology. In our prelim, we didn't think a lot about our costumes, makeup and scenery, and we can now see a large difference between our prelim and the actual film opening. We now understand how to present our characters in a cinematic film to connect more with the audience and fit more with our film.
During our editing for our prelim, we were unsure and unaware of our skills and the equipment we were working with. However, when we were editing our opening sequence, we knew a lot more about the software Final Cut Pro, after spending time looking at it and researching through videos on YouTube. This allowed for a better quality finishing product and allowed for the genre to be clearly portrayed throughout our opening sequence. In our prelim, we only used the editing technique on match on action and using different cuts together to produce a different outcome. Overall, we believe that our skills, knowledge and understanding of what makes a good cinematic film and how to produce one has improved significantly since our prelim task. It has helped massively with the production and piecing together of our opening sequence, and we feel we have worked well to produce the best quality opening film that we could.